that strip of dying grass beside the driveway, the dark inside corner where nothing grows right, the bare patch under a tree that defeats every fix you try. Almost every yard has spaces like these, spots that seem impossible to landscape. But the problem usually isn't the space. It's that you're asking it to do the wrong job. Here are 10 ways to give each awkward spot the job it can actually handle. Number 1. If a strip of lawn is barely wide enough for the mower, it may not need to be lawn. When your mower wheels overlap the concrete and the soil becomes a magnet for weeds and grass clippings, it is time to treat this area as a visual and drainage buffer. Try a single, restrained choice, like a row of creeping thyme or another low-maintenance ground cover. Always keep the soil and mulch 6 to 8 inches below your siding to prevent rot and pests. If you install a hard border, make sure it slopes at least 2% away from your house so water drains properly. Choose plants based on their mature spread rather than their starting size so they do not spill onto your driveway. This creates a clean, purposeful boundary that protects your home and ends the weekly mowing struggle. In second place, this bed may look like every other bed in the yard, but it may be getting almost no rain. Deep roof eaves of 24 inches or more intercept rainfall, creating a permanent dry zone beneath the overhang. In warm weather, reflected heat from the roof makes this spot incredibly hot, stressing typical plants to their limit. Instead of repeatedly replacing dead flowers, we can work with this microclimate. Choose tough, shade-tolerant options like foam flower or coral bells that handle dry spells once established. If you do not want to worry about watering, use a clean river rock treatment instead. Just ensure your stone or soil slopes gently away from the house, keeping the grade at least 6 inches below your siding to prevent moisture damage. This turns a frustrating, dusty strip into a simple, self-sustaining feature. Third on our list, inside corners are where otherwise good foundation landscaping often falls apart. 2 walls meet in a recess where shortened sightlines and trapped debris can make a continuous foundation row look empty, cramped, or random. Instead of forcing an uninterrupted bed through this tight turn, treat this recess as its own small, scaled composition. You can build depth and hierarchy using a low ground cover base, one restrained mid-height layer, and a single accent plant sized carefully for its mature spread. Always keep added soil and mulch at least 6 to 8 inches below your siding, and maintain a gentle 2% slope so the corner doesn't collect water and threaten your foundation. Designing with the mature size in mind rather than the initial nursery size ensures that windows, vents, and maintenance access points stay completely usable. This turns a frustrating, forgotten recess into a beautiful, deliberate architectural feature with plenty of breathing room. Number 4 on our list. This little space often becomes storage without anyone deciding it should be. Bare dirt, weeds, moss, and drifting leaves make the underside look damp and unfinished. Instead of letting it accumulate random clutter, treat this void as a clean, intentional maintenance zone. Laying down a 2-inch layer of inexpensive pea gravel or larger stone creates a tidy, stable ground plane. It looks polished and makes blowing away debris incredibly easy. Best of all, a gravel base doesn't block the essential AIR flow needed to prevent wood rot on your deck joists and stair stringers. Just make sure all your structural posts, footings, and house vents remain fully visible and accessible for inspection. A clean surface won't solve an active moisture problem, but it stops the mud and turns a neglected cave into a purposeful feature. Number 5 on our list. A retaining wall can look beautifully built until you reach the last 3 feet. When a finished masonry line terminates abruptly into exposed soil or turf, it creates a harsh visual stop. We can easily soften this boundary by placing a single, well-chosen natural boulder at the corner to anchor the transition. Planting a low-spreading ground cover like Pachysandra or a tidy dwarf vine gently carries the eye into the yard without putting physical stress on the structure. Just remember, cosmetic styling is never a substitute for structural integrity. Avoid raising the wall's height, digging out the backfill, or covering up critical weep holes yourself. If your wall is over 4 feet tall, always consult a structural engineer before making any changes. This simple, budget-friendly touch leaves you with a beautifully integrated, safe, and flowing boundary. Number 6 on our list. Some side yards are too narrow to become gardens, but they are too visible to completely ignore. When the passage between your house and fence turns into a muddy, cluttered bottleneck, it is time to prioritize movement over plantings. We can transform this tight space by focusing on a stable walking surface instead of a crowded garden bed. Laying down compacted crushed stone or permeable pavers creates a clean, durable walkway that is easy to sweep. To keep the path safe and comfortable, preserve at least 30 inches of clear walking width and check local guidelines for overhead clearance. If you want some greenery, keep plantings confined to the very edges, using low-growing ground covers like creeping thyme that will not create a tripping hazard. This simple setup turns a frustrating, tight squeeze into a polished, functional passage that works with your daily routine. Number 7 on our list. If you are constantly cutting a shrub away from the window, the shrub may be the problem. Giant foundation plants block natural light, make window washing nearly impossible, and make your home feel boxed in. Frequent harsh pruning is a clear sign of a size mismatch, not a chore you should have to repeat. Instead, choose compact plants with a mature height under 24 inches, like dwarf conifers or colorful coral bells. Always look at the mature size on the tag, not the starter pot, and place each root ball at least half of that mature width away from your walls. This keeps stems 6 inches away from your siding and foundation, leaving clear access for vent inspections. A naturally low, soft base preserves your views and natural light, beautifully framing your home without competing with its architecture. 8th on our list. If the same patch of grass keeps dying every year, stop assuming the grass is failing. Thin turf, bare soil, and exposed roots are just signs that tree canopy shade and root competition are winning. Instead of fighting nature, create a simple, turf-free tree zone. Start with a buffer of 2 to 3 feet around the trunk. Spread a shallow layer of loose organic mulch about 2 to 3 inches, keeping it completely clear of the bark to prevent fungal decay. Never dig too far down or cut major roots here, and avoid adding heavy soil over the existing root zone. If you want some greenery, plant a few native ferns or shade-tolerant coral bells, but always keep the root flare visible. Skip the high nitrogen lawn feeding too, as it only encourages weeds. This simple shift turns a struggling, dusty patch of dirt into an intentional, woodland-inspired design that lets your tree thrive. 9th on our list. A fence corner can become a dark visual dead end unless you give the eye somewhere to go. When 2 fence lines meet, they tend to trap wind-blown debris and lack a clear destination. Instead of crowding this tight spot with an uncontrolled vine or a random collection of plants, build one restrained composition. Try a single dwarf shrub, a narrow trellis, or a decorative post cap. Be sure to choose a plant with a mature height and spread that will not crowd the junction. Leaving a 6-inch airflow gap from the boards prevents trapped moisture and rot. Just verify your local HOA guidelines and property line setbacks before you begin. This simple touch leaves you with a quiet, purposeful boundary corner. 10th on our list. Even the least attractive part of the house can look intentional without pretending it does not exist. Meters, service boxes, gas valves, electrical panels, HVAC condensers, and vents often sit in bare soil, surrounded by weeds or random plantings. Instead of hiding them, we can create a neat, stable, low-maintenance gravel or river rock base that keeps the area clean without blocking access. If you want some screening, use low, movable lattice panels, but only where readings, inspections, emergency service, and proper ventilation clearances remain completely open. Remember, electrical panels, gas meters, and AC units all have different safety requirements depending on your utility provider and local codes. Never pack flammable mulch against gas equipment, block active vents, or plant directly into a condenser's airflow zone. Instead, select lightweight treatments that can be easily moved or trimmed seasonally without damaging cables or pipes. This keeps your utility equipment safe and serviceable while maintaining an orderly, polished landscape. Subscribe for more yard glow-ups. Across all 10 spaces, the pattern is clear. A successful yard happens when we stop fighting natural limitations. Instead of forcing these spots to conform, we just need to give them a job they can actually support. Subscribe for more practical yard glow-ups.